Hi, my name is Walker Wilkins, and today I will be telling you a short story called The Bloody Knife. It was based off of a tall tale about two different mimic tribes that were rivals. It was passed down by Schott and Schossler published it. I hope you enjoy this story as much as I did. It was read to me by one of my teachers in high school, and it's had a great impact in my life. Many, many years ago, two mimic warriors from rival villages got into a terrible argument. Harsh words were exchanged, and then knives were pulled. The warriors battled back and forth on the banks of the small creek. They fought with the ferocity of grizzlies, tearing at each other with their knives, ripping at each other's clothes and hair. Suddenly, one of the warriors slipped on the muddy bank and fell into the shallow waters of the creek. His bloody knife slipped from his hand and sank down to the bottom, landing just beyond his reach in between two rocks. The warrior strained his pain-racked body towards the knife as his blood filled the waters of the creek, but it was just barely beyond his fingertips. He thrashed and clawed towards his knife. He was desperate to reach it before his rival killed him. But no matter how hard he thrashed and clawed, the knife always slipped out of reach. On the bank above, the victorious mimic warrior saw his rival sink into the blood-stained waters and lay still, the knife just a hairbreadth beyond his fingertips. He did not rise again. The fallen man's people found him a few hours later and tenderly rescued his body from the rippling waters of the shallow creek. But when they tried to retrieve his bloody knife from the rocks beneath him, it always slipped just beyond their reach, making it impossible for them to retrieve it. Many, many years had passed since that bloody day by the creek, and still the warrior's blood-stained knife lies beneath the rippling waters of the creek. Whenever anyone tries to reach it, the knife slips out of reach. It is like trying to touch something on the bottom of the sea, even though the creek itself is not deep. Even the rushing waters of the spring season do not move the mysterious knife or wash away the blood staining its blade. For this reason, the creek is called Wakun, meaning knife in mimic people. And the white men call it Bloody Creek. The meaning behind this tale is that sometimes the thing that we need the most is sometimes out of reach. Sometimes we cannot always explain why things happen the way they do.